still a lot. Oops. So welcome to the channel. Today I am continuing work on making this miter plane here. So let's get to it. So I just want to take a second to pause and catch you up on what I've been working on. So the sides and the sole here are all peened together, and then the sole is mostly flat. I've been just working on it with some 60 grit paper on a slab of granite. The back side over here on the heel, there's a little bit of a low spot. I am going to take care of that later. I'm going to do all the final flattening at the end. And this needs some. This is going to probably need some more flattening once I get the mouth added, the mouth plate added on. That could throw this off. So I don't want to go too far with this, because then I might just have to end up redoing all of that effort. But for the next step, I'm going to come in with a mill and just skim off the top here and here. So then that should be parallel to the sole. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and come in and work on this notch for the mouth plate. That's just been rough cut with a bandsaw for right now. So I'm just going to get all that nice and square and parallel to everything. And then after that, I'll probably go back and start working on the sides, getting this all filed flush, and hopefully I got all of those gaps filled. So that's what we're working on right now. So all right, off to back to the mill. So it seems to actually have just a slight bit of twist in this. It stopped cutting right about there. So I'm just gonna sneak up on this, just did a couple at a time. This might take a little while, but I don't want to overshoot it and start slicing into my bridge here. So. That's exactly what I was looking for. You could hear it hitting just barely all the way across. Just go 5 more thou. You should hear it kind of click as it moves across the front of that mouth. Yeah, so that little click there, that's that end mill hitting the front of that mouth just barely. So that should all be in line now. Yep, I can feel it burr all the way across. So we're going to call that right there. All right, so here is where we are at. All of this is flat across here, flat across here. This is all nice and square on both the front and the back. And then I also have my mouth channel cut in. I've got this piece here. This one's ready to be milled, and what that is going to come in and sit right there for the mouth. And if you notice, it is quite a bit thicker, and that shouldn't be a problem because I'm actually going to use that thickness. So I'm going to relieve an area in here on both sides. That will then end up being like basically like a tongue that fits in there like that. That'll drop the height, so these are closer to being even, and it will prevent it from racking side to side. And then this, so you know, with the screw I made in the last episode, that'll end up coming in through here, and I can tighten that down, and that'll lock this in place. just a quick update. So this is what I've been working on. When I was peening this part over here, I ended up deforming the steel a little bit up top, and I wasn't able to get all of this perfectly flat all the way through here. You can actually see how much I ended up having to take off. So I decided that I just come in with an end mill and just kind of relieve that, turn this flaw into a feature. So thank you for following along. I think this is where I'm going to call it for this video. I'm pretty pleased with the progress that I have made so far. I think for the next video, I'm going to start working on the infills. And then once I have the infills done, I can get my mouth plate attached and begin the final stage of flattening, which is just going to be a lot of sanding. I'll try not to bore you with too much of it. So if you want to help support the channel, please check out the website. Links are below. New tools are getting stocked there all the time. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.